Hello everyone, this is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel, and welcome to another XPN video game review. Today we're talking about Ryse, Son of Rome. But before we continue, please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy this video. Share it with someone who may like it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when we upload new content, whether that new content is new game review videos or new episodes of our podcasts. Developed by Crytek and published by Microsoft Studios, Ryse, Son of Rome was a launch title for the Xbox One console and was exclusive to the Xbox One when Ryse, Son of Rome originally released on November 22nd, 2013, until it was released for Microsoft Windows in October of 2014. Now, because it was a launch title, Ryse, Son of Rome had incorporated into it certain features utilizing the Kinect. Now, for those of you that don't remember Xbox One in 2013, the Kinect was an accessory, basically a camera with microphones, that was bundled with the system and at first was required for the system to work. So of course with Ryse, Son of Rome being a launch title, it had built into the game, incorporated some features within the gameplay that utilized the Kinect. And in retrospect, it was actually brilliant. You could actually voice commands to your troops in the game, and it made good use of the capabilities of the Kinect without basing all of the gameplay on it. Now, in Ryse, Son of Rome, you play as Marius Titus, a Roman general whose family gets killed, and you have to basically figure out this huge conspiracy, who's behind it, and hold them responsible. I'm not going to go into spoilers because the story is truly top-notch. You need to experience it for yourself. But mark my words, the writing for Ryse, Son of Rome, the storyline, the characters, the dialogue, it's all top tier. And when I see that this game was rated in the 60s, it feels like an injustice against this game. It's grossly underrated. I didn't pick up an Xbox One at launch. I didn't actually play Ryse, Son of Rome until almost at the end of the Xbox One life cycle. However, when I played it, even in 2019 or 2020, I don't remember which year it was, I played it pretty late after it came out, I was still blown away by the graphics. Now, in 2013, Ryse, Son of Rome was a graphical powerhouse, and that's a credit to Crytek. They did a phenomenal job with how this game looks, as well as the gameplay. The gameplay is extremely solid, and for a game like Ryse, Son of Rome, that's tremendously important, considering how fast combat can be whenever you're having to fight multiple attackers that are relentless, they're vicious, and they're very aggressive. There are different tactics that you can use. Your character, this Roman general, actually has a shield, he has a sword, and both are so tremendously important in how the combat works in Ryse, Son of Rome. The shield basically allows you to block some very powerful attacks that would be near fatal. They can be near fatal. They a lot of times would be near fatal if you didn't block them. It also allows you to stagger your enemies. You can perform executions, different types of executions on your enemies, and from an action standpoint, Ryse, Son of Rome, it just doesn't disappoint. It's such a phenomenal game, and because the series consoles are backwards compatible, you're able to play Ryse, Son of Rome on your Xbox Series S, on your Xbox Series X, or if you haven't upgraded yet and you still have an Xbox One S, you still have an Xbox One S, you can play Ryse, Son of Rome on your Xbox One consoles, and it's still going to look great. It's going to look phenomenal, and it's going to handle phenomenally. Now, my final thoughts on Ryse, Son of Rome it's a much better game than a lot of the critics said it was. It's tremendously underrated. It handles well. The gameplay is tight. The combat is amazing. And of course, the graphics look phenomenal. Even in 2013, even with it being a 2013 game, and of course it's 10 years later, the game still looks amazing. So if you have not played Ryse, Son of Rome, you should definitely check it out. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. I do greatly appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, to subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, whether that video be a game review video or another episode of our podcasts. Until next time, this is Sergeant Sentinel. Take it easy, gamers.